Hey guys, it's Brian of OpenFly Magazine. I'm actually here today with the feature of the very first premiere edition of OpenFly Magazine. It's none other than Miss Lana Rae. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Thank you.
Happy to be here.
Absolutely. Yes, we're very excited to have you. So we're going to go ahead and begin. I have a couple of questions for you just to go ahead and let the world know exactly who you are.
Well, I'm Lana Rae. Who I am is really depending on what I'm doing and what day. I'm in fashion, so I'm a fashion show producer. Every few weeks I appear on WBAL as a style expert. I manage models with Kiss Agency, and then most recently I'm the founder and producer of Fashion Awards for Maryland.
Very exciting.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Yes.
Definitely a lot on your plate at the same time.
A lot. I'm also a mom and a significant other, and a human who likes to do other things in my life. So
besides working all the time.
Besides working, but
Absolutely.
I love what I do.
Well, that's all that matters. As long as you love what you do and it's your passion, that's what matters most. So
that's what keeps you going.
Very commendable.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, how would you classify your personal style?
My personal style, as far as fashion, if I'm not out at an event, I love to be casual. But my personal style, something like tonight, is I love just to dress clean and classy. That's my style, but funky.
Exactly.
So, yeah, even when I'm casual, I go along the same lines, but I definitely like to have a little edge.
Always.
So, yeah, definitely.
Well, you always look amazing, so
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Who is your favorite fashion designer?
My favorite fashion designer. I have so many. I would say my all-time favorite. I love Galliano, but that's a whole different. That's a whole different. Yeah, nowadays, but definitely.
Okay, all right. So that may have answered my next question. But whose garment would you love to rock on the red carpet?
Whose garment would I love? I don't want to say a name because when you think of a name, then you already think of that style. I like to be original. There's a lot of great designers, but I just love to be original.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And that's always a plus. Originality is key.
Yeah, definitely.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, how did you get your start within the industry?
I started out modeling when I was younger in high school. People used to always tell me, "Hey, you should model," and I'm naturally a shy person. But with so many people encouraging me, I did try it out. My father paid for those classes. That's another story. I don't recommend. He paid thousands of dollars. But I did get my start actually being a model and learning the industry, working events, and meeting potential clients. And one day, a client who I was actually he wasn't actually a client, he was a boss. I was doing a modeling job, and a guy, he asked me if I had any model friends, 10 model friends that could work this other event. And from there, after speaking with, he was my boyfriend at the time, Conan. He said, you know what, you should turn this into a business, you can do it. And he's the one that really gave me the push to actually do it. So, after that event, it gradually turned into a business. And I'm such a behind the scenes person. I love to dress up and look nice, but I'm really shy. So
same here.
I love putting together events. I love doing the behind the scenes stuff.
Absolutely.
And especially with managing models, I love helping other people. It kind of brings me joy. So
absolutely.
Yeah, that's how it all started.
Yeah, that's very commendable these days, definitely, because
you.
While still receiving your spotlight and definitely knowing what's fulfilling you, it's always a good thing to definitely give back as well. Always help others. So that's very commendable.
Definitely. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Now, you're CEO of Kiss Agency, in which has been established for over 6 years. At this current time frame, what is the mission of Kiss Agency?
The mission of Kiss Agency, well, let me kind of rewind and say, kind of to piggyback off of the other question, I never really sought out to be a business owner. I never sought out to, do what I do and work for myself. But the mission of Kiss Agency is to, hire models, help models along their journey. That's where my joy is helping other people, putting together events. As far as Kiss Agency itself, we do anything from managing models to producing photo shoots to producing events, sending models for jobs. So we do, anything from print to runway to promotional to television. So, our mission is basically to expose the talent that we have in our area.
That's really cool. So it's more than one sector when it comes to Kiss Agency.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Now, how can one become a part of KISS Agency?
We hold open casting calls every few months.
Okay.
We'll hold an open casting. It really depends on what we have going on at that time. The thing that I love about what I do with KISS Agency is we don't really have one look. You know, if you do research on maybe some of the New York agencies, if you look at their model portfolio, that all the models look like they could be sisters. You know, they all have the same look, the same height, you know. But with what we do with KISS Agency, I have a number of different clients that need a number of different, you know, looks.
Okay.
So every few months, really depends on what we have going on at that time. If I have a special casting or event, you know, we might hold a casting. The information is usually emailed out or posted online. So,
wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, now to switch gears a bit, now you are creator of the groundbreaking Fashion Awards Maryland. Where did the idea stem from to create these awards?
This June, which is June 2011, it really just came into my head, and I kept thinking about it and going back and forth, and kind of deciding in my head if it was something that is good for this area or something that people would really respond to. And I literally had a dream that I did this event. Wow. I really did. And after that time, I mentioned it to Conan and a few of my close friends, and I said, you know what, let's just do it. Yes. So here we are. It's coming up in a few months, but it's so much work, but it really literally came to me in a thought, in a dream. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
No, you're clearly a visionary then. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's what I love to do. I love to put together events. I'm really, I can put together a fashion show with my eyes closed, now. There's so many elements to events, but at the end of the day, I love the final product.
Absolutely.
And it gives me joy. So.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Now, what areas of the fashion industry will the Fashion Awards Maryland be touching on?
Almost too many categories. There are literally maybe 39 or 40 categories.
Wow.
But that's if you break it down. For example, there's a photographer's category, and that kind of breaks down to fashion photographer, glamour photographer. The category that has the most subcategories would be model. Okay. Because, like I mentioned, there's so many different types of models.
Absolutely.
Some people don't even realize, so we have the glamour model category, the runway model, male, female, plus size. So, there's probably overall almost close to 40.
These awards are going to be pretty exciting.
It's huge. Yeah, definitely. It's huge.
Now, who's a part of your judging panel?
Oh, gosh. Right now we have, I believe, 7 judges.
Wow.
My goal was to get a variety of judges with a variety of experience that have some sort of knowledge about, fashion in the area. So, off the top of my head, we have Sharon Nixon, who's, Baltimore Fashion Week.
Yes.
I recently brought on Christine Brooks Cropper. She's actually in D.C.
Okay. She's
the president of the Greater Washington Fashion Council.
Oh, wow.
And we actually brought her on because, D.C. is only but a hop, skip, jump away.
Exactly.
People try to divide us, but we're totally connected.
We are.
She is actually our recent judge. John Williams, who's the editor at Baltimore Sun, he's a judge. Terrence Stiles, who is big in, the industry in our area. Mm-hmm. Overall there's 7. And I wanted to kind of round it off to 8 or maybe 10, but right now I think,
it's doing pretty good.
I think we have a good variety.
Cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Definitely. Now, has it been determined as of yet how the winners will be determined throughout the competition?
For Fashion Awards, the open nomination was from June until actually December 31st, and we've had thousands of people log on and nominate. Because it's the first one, my main goal is to make sure that it's thorough.
Absolutely.
We go through everybody and everything and everyone in our state. So the nomination process is both by public nomination and also the judges panel.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Now, what would the winner of the competition for each category be receiving?
We have our official Fashion Awards award. I wish I would have brought it. Oh, man. But the idea of the award, they can actually go to the website, fashionawardsmd.com, and a picture of it's on there. But the actual award is the shape of a raindrop.
Wow. And
it has reds and blues in it. But the idea of the raindrop shape is that each recipient is a, it's like they represent a raindrop that actually flows into the pool of our fashion industry. That might be a little, that might sound a little crazy. That's my vision is, each raindrop contributes to the pool of the fashion industry, so to say. So that's the reasoning for the shape.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a little deep.
Yeah. No, but at least it's a lot better. I mean, the Grammys have, their statuette, and that's representing what they mean. So.
Yeah. I wanted it to represent something. I just didn't want it to be like one of those plaques you get in high school when you win track, or, I want it to be something that's ours.
Absolutely.
So,
definitely. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot.
Thanks.
Now, should we expect the Fashion Awards Maryland to become an annual presentation?
Yes. So you're putting me on the spot with this question. Yes. I mean, technically we haven't announced that it's an annual event, but just from the response that we've received, I'm going to say this is an OpenFly exclusive.
Yes.
I will say, I think we will make an annual event. I don't see why not. It's just gotten a huge response, and I think a lot of people are excited for it as much as I am. So,
That's amazing.
I will say so.
Absolutely. All right, guys, you heard that here first as well.
Yes.
All right, now from our conversation, you're clearly a visionary, which is really amazing in itself. Are there any projects in the works?
Oh man, besides Fashion Awards is taking up a huge amount of my time, but I do have many projects that I'm working on. February, I believe it's the second or third week in February. I put together the annual, it's the Macy's Go Red for Women fashion show, and it's also a health fair. Go Red represents the American Heart Association and heart disease.
Absolutely.
So this year is actually our 5th annual event doing this, and it's to raise awareness for the #1 killer of women, which is heart disease. Yes. So that's coming up in February, but I'm working on a few other shows and events, and I'm always doing events.
Yes.
But my main focus right now is just Fashion Awards.
Yeah, it's
getting that off a lot of my time. Yeah. Yeah, it's taking up a lot of my time.
No, understandable. It's a major event, so you definitely want to make sure that everything is done as close to perfect as possible.
Yeah, and you know what? The thing that I love about Fashion Awards is that it's my vision, but at the end of the day, everything is on the shoulders of the judges. Mm-hmm. They're making the decision, and not only the judges, but the public.
Absolutely.
So even though it's my event, it's my vision, I'm kind of making it the event of our fashion community, so that's really important.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's definitely going to be a groundbreaking event. It really is. It's the first time this has come to the DMV in itself. Yeah. So
the closest place I've seen or heard of Fashion Awards done is in New York.
Yes.
And it's done in London, but our talent here is just so big that I think people need to see our talent here.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
It's going to be really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so excited. I'm such an anxious person. Like, I want to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, if I could, I would just have the event tomorrow. I would tell all you guys, just come on down tomorrow. We're just going to do it because I'm so excited. But at the end of the day, it's just so much planning. I'm getting, now because it's kind of crunch time as far as the nominations, I'm getting over 100 people nominating in a day, which is a lot for me because it all comes to my email. Yes. I have to kind of record everything, so I'm constantly
Yeah, it's all going to pay off in the end, though. So you're going to definitely see your finished product come June.
I'm excited.
I am as well.
Yeah.
What would you mark your greatest accomplishment within your career to date?
Oh, wow. My greatest accomplishment would just be being here still. There's so many companies that, they might have a good idea, but at the end of the day, it takes hard work, and it takes perseverance, and it takes a good reputation to be able to be where you are and still doing what you're doing years and years later. So, I've worked with so many clients and so many models, and I've done so many great events. I would just say I'm just still happy to be doing what I love to do. And, every year I say, I do great. This is a great year. I did great events, but then the next year it's always something, bigger and better. Not necessarily better, but just, I'm just still here. So.
You're always catapulting yourself to the next level.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So my goal every year is just to keep doing what I love to do and keep it moving.
Absolutely.
So,
definitely.
Yeah.
Now, we've definitely touched on a lot of key areas of exactly where individuals can learn more about you through KISS Agency, through the Fashion Awards Maryland. Would there be any other outlets available for individuals who want to get to know Miss Lana Rae better?
But I am thinking about having my own website because the only website that I have is, kissagency.com. It's KIS. And then I have the Fashion Awards website, but there's actually no website that tells about what I do, because I do so many things, and I haven't really, all the things that I've done, it's not like I kind of set out. A lot of the things I've kind of been presented to me, or things that I've kind of, just took and run with. So I'm really, really thinking about maybe having a website that has more just about me.
Absolutely.
In general, because I do so many different things. But for now, if they want to find any more information, it's kisagency.com. That'll reach the agency, which will eventually, come to me. So.
Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Guys, once again, this is Lana Rae, a woman of many talents. Definitely. Definitely make sure that you check out our premiere edition of OpenFly Magazine. She is gracing the cover.
Please definitely check it out. I'm so excited, and I'm so glad that you guys chose me to be featured. So thank
Absolutely.
you. Yeah.
Guys, once again, this is Brian and Lana Rae. You have a great day, and once again, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.